and ensure. And then we have what we call the aviation security and also environment, because the incursion on the tarmac is not just about the human incursion, animal. You remember there were times where we had cases of cows on the tarmac, which has been taken care of. There are times we also had issues of bird strike, which was taken care of by the fact that one of what we did was to ensure that the abandoned aircraft that littered the terminals were gotten rid of, which was not been done in a long time. And to demonstrate our commitment to issues of safety and security, just last week we were able to move the tanker drivers who were parking just close to the international airport, which has been an accident waiting to happen, so to speak. And several efforts made over the years have not been proved successful. So those are efforts to show that indeed there are efforts being made to do that.
Okay.
But
let's quickly take this call. Let's quickly take this call and then you'll answer. Yes, good morning, Babs. Go ahead, make your point quickly.
Good morning. Good morning.
Please go ahead. Morning.
Yeah, my name is Mr. Babs. I'm calling from Ilaro in Ogun State. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Dati.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, well, the first question put to Mr. Dati is yet to be answered, and that is my area of concern. Who is responsible for the security of the airport? And that is the question. If he doesn't know what to tell you, I will tell you. The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria is responsible for the security of the airport as contained in the decree that established the authority, and that is the primary function of the authority. However, we have security from other segments, but I call them police, you call them SSS. They are just supplementing what the Federal Authority is supposed to do. But that is not the issue. The issue now is that even the man who is talking now is asking, how did he get to the airport authority? Can he tell us? Do you compete with anybody? They just brought every manner of people and dumped them there. It has become a political gathering, and that is why everything goes the other way around. Security of the airport, whether you like it or not, is the responsibility of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. No more, no less. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, what do you say in response to what Babs is just saying?
Well, what you have said is not anything new than what we are saying. But the fact remains that security is everybody's business. The Federal Airport Authority is in charge of security. We also have a joint task force compiled of the Army, the police, the SSS, who also assist in terms of security. Don't forget that
the arrowhead is FAAN.
FAAN, the arrowhead is FAAN. And like I'm saying, these issues of stowaway is not peculiar to Nigeria. And it's not the first time that is happening. And it does not pretend that there is no security. What it means is that whenever there is a loophole, you try to see how to safeguard. The issue of perimeter fence is an issue that goes around almost all the 22 airports across the country. And most of the airports, the perimeter, the length is between 45 kilometers to about 20 kilometers, the lowest. Okay. Now, these are very capital intensive projects that are already been on the drawing board, and we're going to start on them. But before that,
sorry, you just mentioned drawing board. It seems like that's the same question that Henry Asede on Twitter is asking here. He said, please ask Mr. Dati, does our international airports have perimeter fencing or parameter fencing? Or perimeter, that's what it should be. Or are we all at risk in the airports?
No, our international airports have perimeter fences. Apart from that, we also have the patrol team, which goes around all the perimeter, whether the perimeter fence is there or not, to patrol, because most of the area, especially where the taxiing is done, is far away from the terminal. We also have observation posts where we have our security who sit and observe. And that is why the step has been taken also to ensure that areas where we have overgrown weeds, will be cut to size so that even from a distance you'll be able to monitor and look at this. But the point I'm trying to make is that these things that has happened, we accept that something went wrong somewhere, but it's not peculiar to our system, and it's not the fact a breakdown of security, because when you see somebody that is planning to break through your system, I mean, I just gave you an example of US and Murtalab, and if you're talking about the airports there, those are the areas where you are seeing the ultimate in terms of security. In fact, I also have a case of somebody who flew to New York without boarding pass, without international passport from Germany. All you need to, you look at this. So these are things that reoccur in the aviation, because you have people who are very adventurous, who want to break through a system, and when there's such break, what we try to do is be able to build on it.
Wait, Mr. Dati, you keep mentioning Murtalab. Murtalab did not go through security in America. He went through security in Lagos and Amsterdam. You know, so it wasn't as if he went through security and he went through with that thing on him.
No, you have to go through the security.
No,
if you are going to even check
and
cross a flight from Germany or the house, you go through security, you just don't cross.
No, sorry, it wasn't even...
It was
in the air that he was detected.
Yeah,
yes.
But he had gone to America, boarded the plane.
No. He boarded the plane from Lagos, Nigeria.
To go to...
through Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, yes.
Well, it was before landing in America that he was discovered to be carrying the bomb.
Yes. We've got a caller on the line, by the way. Good morning, Bamidele.
Yes, good morning.
Okay, make your point quickly.
Good morning, my name is Bamidele Adewumi. I'm calling from Isolo. Yes, you see, it has been the style of Mr. Yakubu Dati to come on air each time there is any problem at the airport, to come and start telling Nigerian stories. And this kind of stories that is telling us today, unfortunately, we are definitely not going to take it. I find it very inexplicable that in a country, a country like Nigeria, that we have an aviation minister and an aviation industry that there has been lots and lots of budget allocated to that ministry. And for Mr. Yakubu Dati to tell us now that the security, because we have just confessed to Nigerians today that the security at the airport is porous. People traveling within the country, outside the country, going outside the country in this Lagos or anywhere within Nigeria, that we are not safe. If this small boy that I will call somehow a brave boy, because what he did was bravery. If he was actually targeted to bomb that aircraft that day, Nigeria will have put into mourning today. And somebody will come on air and tell Nigerians that what the minister, the current minister of aviation is trying to do now is to look at the security of the airport. As far as I'm concerned, the woman is not doing anything. She's busy. What she's doing now is not like I don't even know the right word to use, because as far as I'm concerned, she's just doing fashion parade at the State House.
Well, Bamidele, let's stick with the issues, and I think it must be stated that quite a few of us have seen a difference at the different airports in Nigeria. So to say that the minister is not doing anything will be an unfair statement to make. So it is obvious. Some ministers have not been doing what we expect, or maybe they're doing it and we can't see it. But I guess those of us who travel, we've seen some changes at different airports in Nigeria. Thank you very much for your comment anyway. So to respond to the issue of security though, the breach that we have seen, what is the actually, let me ask you first, how many incidents of stowaway have we had in Nigeria, and what is being done now with this one that has just started, that has just occurred? What is being done by FAAN to ensure that we don't have a recurrence?
Thank you very much. Well, I also want to, before hitting the question, to say that most times when there are things of public interest, in the sector, we see it as our responsibility to try and share information